Hi there everybody. I want to introduce myself. My name is Aunt Janet and I am the aunt of our special birthday girl Angelina and Isaiah, and I am so excited to wish Angelina a happy birthday, and I'm so glad that she has her friends around with her to do a special craft, and I am going to show you guys exactly how to do it. So each of you have this really nice round chalkboard. You have your very own transfer, and it has BU for BU, and then you can add whether you want it to be unique or beautiful, or you can even add both. So one of the things that you're going to think about while it's still all on the packaging is where do you want to arrange them. So as you can see, there's a little hole at the very top, and that may or may not have string, but that's where you're going to be able to hang it from. So you want to make sure that that is at the very top when you're trying to arrange your words. So there's no right or wrong way to do it. You put it however you want it to be. So I am going to take mine. Now once you take it off this white back, you're going to notice that it's going to have BU on the back, so we're going to know the front and the back of this. So we're going to take this and we want to do something called fuzzing. We want to make it a little less sticky. So as you can see, I've got a little towel here. I'm just rubbing it all over the towel, and then I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to put it right where I want to have it on the chalkboard. So again, you guys can do that wherever you want to. And then when you put it on the chalkboard, you're going to press it in nice and gently so that there are no bubbles in it, and you especially want to go over all of the letters with your fingers and just make sure there are no air bubbles. So that should just take a second, but when you do that, that helps the paste stick so you're not going to have any blotches in that. So then I'm going to do unique underneath. That's how I'm going to do mine. So again, I am going to put this, I'm going to fuzz it on my towel first, then I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to put it right where I want it to be. Now you guys have these awesome colors of paste that are at your tables, and it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot in there, but the magic of this is you don't need a whole lot. So I'm going to show you how to be careful with this and how to spread it and make it so fun. And you guys can share all of your colors because you don't need very much. So for mine, for B, I'm going to use yellow. So I'm just going to take a little bit of paste, and as you can see, it's right here and it's not very much, and I'm going to put it on my words B. And I'm going to spread it so it's nice and thick, and you're going to be able to see where the letters are, and it's nice and covered up. So you can't really see the letters. And then you're going to scrape it off really quick to get all the extra off. And the extra you can put right back into the containers or right back on the foil wrapper that you guys have. Now the thing with chalk is you want to go kind of quickly because it dries really fast. So the next color that I'm going to use is orange. So I'm going to take my orange paste and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to put it on nice and thick, but I don't want to mix it with the yellow. And I'm just going to spread it so it's covering all of the letters. And again, this is pretty easy and you can see exactly where it is. And then again, I'm just going to go over all of the letters and I'm going to scrape off the paste really quickly. And I'm going to make sure that my yellow and orange don't get mixed up as best I can. And so I have the B and the U all pasted and scraped off. So now you get to take the transfer off and see how pretty it is underneath. So when you're taking the transfer off, usually you can get it in the corner, and you just want to pull along the whole side nice and gently because you don't want to stretch or rip the transfer because it's fabric. So as you can see, I'm picking it up, and look at how awesome that is. Isn't that pretty? And it took just a short time and you didn't have to do anything except spread the paste. So now that we're finished with this, we have two options because we need to make sure we're taking good care of our transfer. So we can put it into a little pan of water so that we can get all the paste off, or we can even put it right back on our sticker and wash it later. So actually that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to set this aside for a second, and I'm going to take my sticker. Now you have the BU, that's our back, so we want that other side that is the shiny side. And we just want to take our transfer down, and it doesn't have to be exact, but just kind of push it down so that we have it all down, and then later we can worry about cleaning it. So I'm going to set that aside. I've got just a little bit of paste from the transfer on my fingers. I'm going to wipe that off. And so now I get to do the unique part. And I'm going to show you one other fun thing that you guys can do if you want to mix your paste colors, okay? So I'm going to do a little bit of pink and a little bit of yellow, and I'm going to swirl them together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some pink at the very top, and then I'm going to put some yellow at the very bottom, and I'm going to leave some space so that I can take my finger and swish them all together. So let's watch how I do this. So I'm going to take my pink for the top, and I have big jars of paste here because I use this a lot. So you guys, since you're just getting started, get to use the little packets of it. And then you can also pick out your favorite colors that you want to do. Okay, so I've got my pink on, and I've just gone on the top of the letters. And now I'm going to very gently go with my yellow along the bottom. And again, I'm going to keep just a tiny bit in between because I'm going to take my finger and swirl it together. Okay, now, can you see how there's just a little bit left in between? So I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to swirl it back and forth. So it's going to blend the pink and the yellow together into one kind of new color. Okay, I'm just going to take that off in the water. So now we have to do the same thing again with our transfer. We're going to pick up a corner of it and we're going to pull gently across. And look at, doesn't that look awesome? Now we're going to do the same thing with our transfer. We're going to either put it in the water or we're going to put it right back on the paper here. But I want to show you something else that's really cool about this. So when I was swirling my finger around, I didn't do a great job. As you can see, there's some of it that just didn't turn out right. So I can actually wipe this right off. So I'm going to show you. I can just take a wet paper towel and water, and I'm just going to gently rub. This paste isn't even dry yet, so I can rub it so it comes all the way off, and I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to be sad because I don't like my picture. It just took some water, and I get to clean it all up. So since my unique is still all full of paste, I'm going to show you again how to do this with my beautiful. So I'm going to make my sign say beautiful. So I've wiped it all off with water. It's nice and dry, and I can start again. So I'm going to take my beautiful and I'm going to fuzz it nice on my towel, and then I'm going to put it exactly where I want to have it on my transfer here. So again, I'm pressing it down nice and smooth to get rid of all of the air bubbles. I'm going to stir up my pink. I think that was part of my problem, was my pink was just a little bit thick when I started. So I'm going to give it just a little spray of water so it makes it just a little thinner, and then it's going to be ready to go. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my pink at the top, I'm going to just spread it around, and then I'm going to take my yellow at the bottom and spread that around. And then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to swirl the two colors. Now I'm going to lay it down here to swirl, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like, because I think that was part of my problem, is that I was trying to swirl it while I was holding it up to show you. So this way I can make sure that all of my areas are covered with ink or with paste. Okay, so now I've got paste on my finger, so I want to pick it up very carefully. I'm going to go side to side. Oh, I love it. So I'm going to put this in the water. I'm going to stick my finger in the water just so I don't get any paste on this. And see how those colors are nicely mixed together? Now the other thing you might notice is I got a little bit of paste on the side where I didn't want to have it. And again, that wipes up really easily. So I'm just going to take my little wet cloth, and again, you can even wait until it's all dry and then you can wipe it off. So the most important thing that you guys need to do is smile and have fun, because this is not hard and it's super fun. You need to listen, and you need to make sure that you have your transfer nice and tight against your board, and you want to make sure that you work kind of quickly because we don't want the paste to dry, and then you can pick it up and see how pretty it is. So I hope you guys have a super fun time. I'm sad that I can't be with you, but I want you guys to send me a picture of what you made, because I can't wait to see. Because I know that each of you are unique and beautiful in your own way, and I want you to give Angelina a birthday hug from me, please. So thank you so much. Have a super fun time at the birthday party. I know you're going to have birthday treats and a lot of fun. So you guys have a great day.